Yo, hello ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you're watching this. I was supposed to upload this weekly markup since way earlier, but you know what, life gets in the way, and all that matters is that we do it. Alright, so I obviously had done my weekly markups, at least NZDCAD, UJ and USDCAD yesterday, and I literally just finished DJ and GBPUSD. So let's get into it. NZDCAD, I'm right now in buys on US oil. So by the time you get into the video, just look at this. TP1 is gonna be this right here, this drop, because obviously this is a strong area of supply. So when price tested for the first time, this is why I have my alert here. So that would be a nice solid. We already went to drawdown 65 pips. I stopped and drawdown 32 pips. But I'm securing 160 pips, because from here we could have potential retracement back down. Hopefully it's weak, right, and price continues bullish, but I'm still holding that. So let's get into the weekly markup. NZDCAD weekly outlook: monthly bullish, trending bearish, weekly bearish, daily bearish, H4 H1 bearish on NZDCAD. Look at this H4 H1 bearish, but on the H4 currently it's turning bullish, and it's already respecting above 0.80. So let's get into this. On the monthly, you could already see we were bullish, now we're turning bearish, but actually I think on the monthly we're still bearish. Monthly bullish, turning bearish, weekly we're already bearish. So we're obviously turning bearish because price failed to keep on breaking highs above 0.82,500, and now we're testing above 0.80. So price could literally from here fly back up to 0.825, because honestly that's actually what it has been doing, from 0.825 to 0.80, then it broke back below, and then we went back all the way to 0.825 again, then it broke back below, and then we tested against 0.825, and now we're above 0.80 as well again. And on the weekly, we can already see we're fully bearish. Price respected the previous area of supply above 0.82500. Then we have a bearish engulfing candle and some lower highs below it, and then the previous weekly candle, look at this, strong bearish engulfing candle, but we are also above still a strong previous area of demand, demand and supply below. Right now I could test it at demand again, so we have to wait for maybe for the continuation long-term sales for price to break below 0.80. We could be targeting these lows right here, or maybe right now could price literally flip back bullish. We have some targets to run up to the upside. First target would be 0.82500. Actually, if the bullish structure shows, we could catch 200 pips to the upside. On the daily, we could have a daily bullish engulfing candle, something like this, and then maybe some series of higher lows. We're definitely flying back up to at least this zone first. So the daily we're still bearish though. And on the 4 hour, I would actually say now we're bearish turning bullish. I'll still say we're bearish until we break this zone right here. As you can see, buys above, they were not strong, because obviously the price still had to come test 0.80 to come clear this low, and now we're having the bullish momentum. And look at this, we have a 4 hour bullish engulfing candle above 0.80, and this is also a double bottom. So now for extra confluence, I would just like to see another bullish engulfing candle and maybe a higher low above here, and then actually that would be a nice position. Stop loss below 0.80, so that if price does break below here, then we're for sure melting to the downside. and TP1 would be the supply, this area of supply and demand, which would be a 1 to 3. Would be a really good trade. Actually, let me set an alert. Oh fuck, I have to clear an alert. I'm in US soil right now. Actually, no, not US soil. I'm doing Jerford. That's annoying. But if price does break below above here, if price does break above here, then and we do get the bullish engulfing candle, then I'll be looking for some buys. Now on to the next. USDJPY, monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, H1 bullish turning bearish. I don't know why I have this chart. So UJ, you could pause it and read it. I was like on the 4-hour returning bearish, but I would say it's kind of more like a bullish range. I would say returning bearish till we break below these lows here. But I mean, price is also failing to break highs above 162. We're just gonna leave it as is. But it could also be bullish range, because obviously price is ranging between these two zones right here. As you can see, previous area of supply, previous area of demand. So now what is price gonna do? On the monthly, fully bullish, support respected above 14500. Previous area of supply turned into a strong area of demand right here. You can see, creating the higher low and the bullish engulfing candle. And now price is testing a strong previous area of supply, which is 162. As you can see, this is all-time highs right here, right at 162. So we could break above 162 with the bullish engulfing candle and a higher low. Literally, price could continue flying all the way to these highs right here. Literally, because this is a strong as momentum zone right here. What is it for 7,000 pips since 1985? But I mean, also price could drop from here to 152, and that is totally normal, because that would be creating another. That would still be technically bullish. This move right here. Once we would be bearish, once we break below it and create the lower high. But right now we're still fully bullish. And on the weekly, you can see previous area of supply, bullish engulfing candle above it, which is 160. We're literally the full target already at 162 has been cleared, it hasn't been hit. And on the daily, we're fully bullish as well. On the daily, you can see the bullish range a little bit better. So you could already see that buyers are slowing down. So that's what I'm saying. If we could actually get potential strong sales, but I obviously want to be secured, so I want to wait for price to break below this zone, which you can see it better on the 4-hour. Previous area of demand tested and respected, and it got respected over there. And right now price is also respecting this area of supply. So maybe price could do a full test into 162 and then give us a drop. But honestly, I would just rather wait still for price to break below here and give us a drop here. And maybe actually that's still not gonna be a bad stop loss. 60 pips to make 140. It's a 1 to 2. Right, and depending how price action looks somewhere here, you could probably set it for 30 pips, or depending on how price action is looking here, maybe even here just above the zone. But for my liking, I would actually like it just above 162 or above this high right here, as long as we start seeing some bearish momentum, the bearish engulfing candle and the lower high below this zone. So now on to the next, which was NZDCAD. Now is USDCAD, then GJ, then GU. So monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, H4, H1 bullish. USDCAD is fully bullish. And it's obviously London session right now, so yo boy, kinda sleepy. So NZDCAD, you can already see fully bullish. Price failed. Oh, this is on the 3 months. Let's go on the monthly. Price failed to keep on breaking lows below 0.35 and now look, it looks like we're gonna close with a huge bullish engulfing candle above 139 and maybe above 141.500, and we could literally target all the way to 146. On the weekly, fully bullish engulfing candle on a higher low above 139, and then we did close above 141.500 with the bullish candle, which is, as you can see, previous area of demand turned into a strong area of supply. And as long as price stays above it, 141.500, I could definitely see the price continuing flying to 146. But also look at this. If we do get the break below here, I'm definitely seeing sales below to 139. So this is literally gonna be a great opportunity right now, or very soon. Actually, we just have to wait for price to break to test this zone, and then we're gonna get the trade. So actually, you know what? XRP, I'm gonna delete this. And I'm gonna set an alert on USDCAD, USDCAD, literally right here, right above 141.500. So we're either gonna get the buys above or the sells below. In the 4 hours, literally very simple. This is one of the best trade opportunities for this week, right? So we just have to wait for price to test 141.500, and what is it gonna do? Are we gonna get the test and the continuation to the upside, or are we gonna get the break below and the continuation to the downside? That's all we have to do. All we have to do is wait and see how price reacts to this zone, 141.500. Just look at this. Buys to the upside 300 pips, sells to the downside 500 pips. From here, sells to the downside here 600 pips, and we already had a 90 pip move right already off of it, right? So if these buys were to happen, we could see why they're gonna happen, because people already in buys, and price is just coming back to stop them out. And if they don't happen, well, we have people already in buys that have not been stopped out, so we would need a bearish engulfing candle at a lower high for us to stop them out, right? The next target will be 139. All we have to do is just wait for price to test 141.500 and see how price reacts to it. This is actually one of the cleanest setups for this entire week. Now we're into GJ, the NGU, monthly bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish turning bearish, H4, H1 bullish turning bearish. So let's get into it. On the monthly, oh shit, I'll take a little sip of coffee. So on the monthly, you can already see fully bullish as shit. Previous area of supply turned into strong area of demand above 195. Previous area of strong supply above, well, at 208 turned into demand. Right here you can see strong bullish engulfing candle, and right now price is testing this previous other area of supply. Well, it's not testing it, it's rejecting below it. As you can see, we tested it and it's rejecting below it, below 215. So now price, what is it going to do? Is it going to melt from here to 208, or are we going to break above and continue to the upside to maybe 240? This is a higher time frame trade, but for now we're failing to keep on breaking lows. We're failing to keep on breaking highs, my mistake, above 215. So we're still bullish on the weekly. You can even see the bullish trend being respected. On the daily though, you can already starting to see lower highs being created, a very strong bearish engulfing candle, and a lower high. So on the daily, I believe I did put bullish turning bearish, and then on the 4 hour, it was bullish turning bearish, but now as you can see, it's turning back bullish. Price failed to keep on breaking lows below this one right here, which is 212,500. So now maybe price, since if it remains bullish, right, I would not sell below. I would not sell till price breaks below this zone right here. But I do see buys all the way to 215. So maybe at 215 we can have a potential trade, right? Either sells below or buys above. Very, very, very simple. And for now, I mean, to enter buys, so this would have to be the trade, and that's not very good risk to reward, because if you enter buys and let's say you put your stop loss here, all of this is vulnerable being hit. To continue bullish, I would actually like my stop loss here, because if price breaks below this, then we're selling. And actually, if this were to happen, this is actually looking good. Some sales here, maybe 300 pip sales, right? So I'd rather just wait. So now on to the next. It's mostly waiting. Literally most of the setups we just have to wait. GBPUSD, monthly bearish, weekly bearish, daily bearish, H1 bearish turning bullish. So let's get into GBPUSD, the pound sterling. Oh, you could already see we're above 132, which is a previous area of strong area supply and demand. On the monthly, we were bullish, but then we flipped bearish because price failed to keep on breaking highs above 138, and then we created a bearish engulfing candle, a lower high below it, and now we're still above 132, which now has officially become a weak support. Why is it weak? Because the more you test the zone, the weaker it becomes, right? And then even then, we had this push. Well, the first test, once we had flipped back bullish, it gave us a push all the way to 138, and then the second test, after testing 132, it only gave us a push to 136. So now, maybe higher time frame wise, I do see price creating a lower high to create another lower high to create another lower high, and then maybe we're gonna get a huge meltdown below. This normally happens on every time frame. You're gonna see this happening on the 15 minute, on the 1 hour, on the 30 minute, and it just goes to show that the more you test the zone, the weaker it becomes. Obviously, more than likely, it starts looking too much like a support or resistance, and then boom, that shit gets ran through. Or if it doesn't get ran through, it just clears the liquidity and then it comes back to the upside, something like that, which is annoying. But that's why it's very important to watch out for what price does after it clears out the liquidity. So they're gonna continue back to the upside or gonna continue to the downside. So now the daily. So on the weekly we're bearish still, as you can see. What I would like to see now is just for price to break below 132 and give us a sells to the downside. Right now I would still now look for sells. Honestly, if you're to look for sells, you should really be in sells already, and you should already be taking profit, right? So knowing this, why would I be looking for sells now? What I would like to do is wait for price to break below maybe this zone right here, and then we'll be looking for sells below here. And now we actually have targets, as you can see. We have some lows to clear after we would have the bearish engulfing candle and the lower high. Now we would have to just wait if we want to sell. And then on the 4 hour, we're bearish still, but we're turning bullish. As you can see, price fails to keep on breaking lows below these lows, which is 131,500, and then we have a bullish engulfing candle on the H4 above 132. So now I do see price continuing bullish to this zone right here, and maybe at this zone we're gonna have a trade. Either it sells back down or a bullish engulfing candle higher low and a continuation to the upside. And this could actually be another potential good trade. All we have to do is just wait as well. A lot of good opportunities right now. Mostly just waiting, and actually that USDCAD trade is the one, for me, the best opportunity. Alright, so peace and love to anybody watching this. I commend your health, wealth, knowledge, wisdom, health, anything you ever desired, you have the ability to achieve it. Peace and love to anybody watching this.